Hi guys, welcome back to the Flat Media channel. Today we're going to have a short beginner's tutorial. Make sure to watch the video until the end to learn more about this program. Before we start, make sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel and ring notification bell. As well, go to Elements Envato and get a subscription. Also, get your Filmora 11 today. Now let's jump into the video. This is the window that appears when you open Filmora 11. Now let's look at the options. This is instant mode where you can choose a template for your videos. Now go back to create project, and let's take a look at the auto reframe. We can crop the video while tracking any subject. Then auto beat sync to match your video with the music. PC screen is for recording your activities. Now before starting a new project, make sure to change the aspect ratio in which you will edit your footage. This is the interface you will see when opening. Now let's take a look at the features. At the top we have stock media, with some subcategories, we're going to see them later. Then we have audio section. Let's add some of these features to the timeline. Firstly, go to Pixabay where you can download some footages and drag them to the timeline. We can zoom in and out by clicking and dragging on the timeline, very simple. We can put the video clips in the video tracks, and audio to the audio track. Also, we can lock the tracks when we don't want distractions, because we are editing some other track. Also, we can hide the track, and when we put the other footage below it, we will see the footage that is below. But if we unselect the eye icon, we are going to see the footage that is above, as you can see. This icon render preview makes the playing of the video clips more smoothly. The icon to the right is to add markers to the timeline. We can add them to remind ourselves to add some feature in that actual frame. When we right click on it, we have option to modify it or delete one or all of them. We can choose a name, left a comment and choose a color. When we click on the scissors icon, we can cut all the tracks. This is the undo option. And also, if we select a clip, we can only cut the one we selected. When we drag the mouse to the right top angle, press Ctrl and drag it to the left, we can easily speed up the clip. When you click with right click on some of the clips, this window will appear, and when we go to video and choose crop and zoom, we can cut clip parts and zoom in out. This is how we can crop the clip. Simply find some angle and drag it to the point you want to cut the clip. We can change the ratio to custom, to get more freedom when cutting. When you go to pan and zoom, the main thing is to select an inner part in which you will like to zoom in. If we click on this icon, we can do the opposite effect, or zoom out. When selecting the audio icon, we can record a voiceover. The icon on the right is to edit your audio. The other icons on the right are for zooming in and out the timeline. When we have a clip that contains audio, we can detach the audio from the video, simply by right-click, select audio, and detach audio. We can see they are separate now. Other option is that we can mute it. Now let's see what options they have. When we click on a clip, we can see that we have a few sections: video, color, animation and speed. When we go to video and select transfer, we can play with the video clip with rotation, positioning, flip it, and scale it. After that, the compositing option allows us to change the blending mode, and to play with the opacity. Here are a few options. The stabilization allows us to remove shakiness in videos. The other option is chroma key. For this feature I will use a picture which has a green background. When we select the chroma key, the green background disappears. We can adjust it more further with the options we have. Now let's look at the color section. The first one is color enhancement, where we can edit the threshold and value. Then the white balance segment, where we can edit the temperature and tint. In the tune section we can edit the contrast, saturation and the brightness. At 3D LUT we have some interesting effects from Filmora. Effects from famous movies are included. In the animation sector we have some preset animations from Filmora. Here we can see some of them, and what they can do. Now let's take a deeper look at what we have in the audio section. We have multiple categories including rock, folk, happy, intro, sound effects and many more. The titles sector has some very interesting templates, which are new, and they also have multiple categories including gaming, travel, sports, business, food, pets and many more. So let's add this basic 6. We can add it to the video tracks. And we can position it wherever we want simply by dragging it. We can change the font, and adjust the size of it. We can make it bold, change the color, adjust the text space and line space and many more options that we have in advanced. For those options check our videos which include lyrics and text effects. In the transition sector we can find interesting transitions that we can put between the footages or towards the end or at the beginning. Here we've used some interesting ones. We have multiple categories here also. Then we have the effects section. We can put it above the clips or in the clip we want to make some effect. This is a new feature in Filmora 11, which includes a human segmentation. By adding this effect to the clip, we remove the background without a green screen or anything. Simple as it is. We have multiple categories that you want to discover. Very cool stuff. Now let's see the elements section, in which we have some interesting elements with multiple shapes, emojis, smoke, fire and many other. And the last one is the split screen, where we can add two footages and split the screen between them. Here is an example. Add it to the timeline. Click on it. Drag the pictures to it. And here you have it. Lastly, let's see how we can add custom animations. Choose a frame where you will add a keyframe, and that means that your animation will start at that point. Then go a few layers later and make your animation ending. We can choose many options. Scale it up, play with the positioning, rotate it, or simply reduce the opacity. Here is how it will look when we reduce the opacity. We can also add animations to the audio. Choose a frame, click on the eye icon, go a few layers later and add another one. Then go to the layer in which you would like to end the animation and do the same thing. Now in between we can reduce the audio, or rise it up. That's it for this video, guys. Again, make sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel and ring notification bell. Also, get your Filmora 11 today and subscribe to Elements Envato if you want to become a pro editor.